lives like we thought we did. You know, all these things that would make them so important in our lives suddenly being taken away. And you have to start rethink life, regroup, rethink about what's really important. Because life is so fragile. No one knows what will happen tomorrow. For us young people, we think, you know, we've got all the years ahead of us to go and live, but that's not necessarily true. Anything can happen any second. Look at that explosion in Beirut. I'm sure they didn't think that was going to happen, and all of a sudden our life's been taken away. Life is fragile, but the God of the universe is trying to send us a message to look to the one who is eternal. He's the Almighty One, the creator of the world. And sometimes you might think, well, how could the living God give us such tragedy, so much suffering in this world? Well, this is because we have abandoned the Maker. We have abandoned the God who made us. We have gone away from the way that He originally designed us to be, to follow Him. We wanted to be our own God. We have abandoned Him. It's like, you know, when you buy a car, you have a manufacturer's book, the handbook of telling you how to look after your car, how to run it so that it won't break. So you know, if you ignore that, if you just do whatever you do, use things incorrectly, well, your car will crash. It won't work anymore. It's the same as this world. We live in a broken world. It is because we have run away from the Maker, from the one who designed it all. We wanted to be our own gods. So hence we live in a broken world. But God is telling us He has not abandoned us. He wants to turn our eyes back onto Him, to the Maker of the universe. Because He has the answers. And life is not just merely on this earth. There is eternity. Sometimes you think, well, you know, there's nothing happens if we just die, and nothing happens, everything just disappears. And all these people who committed crimes, you think they can get away with murder? No, they can't. They might try to run from country to country to get away from police, to be caught and to be put into prison. But they will never get away from God. For God sees every single corner of the earth. So no one will ever get away with murder. Because eventually they will have to face the judgment of God, which is even more terrifying than face the judges of this world. Because God's prison, there's no bail. There's no coming out from that one. So don't think that those people have actually got away with murder. There's so many unsolved murders and things like that happening. What they have got away with it? No, they haven't. Just like them, you know, we run away from God because we know we have sinned against a holy God. We run away from them like criminals run away from police. We don't want to face God because we know we have sinned against the holy, righteous God who is completely perfect. And who can say that none of us ever lied? We never lied in our lives. If you say that you've never lied, you're the biggest liar. Because I know I have lied. I have lived in lust, fornication, smoking weed, addiction, many things in the past. So I know I'm a wretched sinner. I know I have sinned a holy, righteous God. And I will stand guilty in His presence. When I face Him, I will be judged. And I will be in that eternal prison. And that is a horrifying image. And we all will face the judgment after we die, for there is eternity. But this loving God, merciful God, the Bible says that God is merciful, mercy